What would the world be like if everybody could find their passion, know what they're great at, and find a role where they could play to that passion and to that strength? What would happen in our world? What would be possible? I believe that the amount of human potential that is untapped is enormous. I got into this business because I believed if we could help organizations figure out what they really need when they make these key hiring decisions, and help individuals figure out what they really want to do and make that match, we could unleash the massive potential that's locked up within humanity. My personal mission is to be the switch that puts people on the right track. Now, what I mean by that is I want to be there at that point in time when somebody knows they need to change, and to inspire them in some way and offer some tool that will help them to make the change and become a better leader and a better person. Archimedes, the great Greek mathematician and scientist, once said, "Give me a place to stand, and with a lever I will move the whole world." I believe that leadership is the ultimate lever for good in this world. It is the thing, the tool, if you will, that we have that can move the world, can lift the world, can elevate our society. It's leaders who drive the institutions, leaders who drive our government, our policy, our schools, our military, and of course our businesses. Ultimately, institutions rise and fall on the strength of the leaders that serve them. It's not about who you are or how you were born, it's about what you do. We've interviewed over 15,000 executives. 25% of them are CEOs. All told, our time spent studying leaders is over 250,000 hours. We work with the University of Chicago to code that data and to find the patterns of success. There's no other database like this in the world. The Wall Street Journal calls it the most coveted database on leadership in the world. Here's an interesting insight. When we look across those 15,000 leaders, this is the area where most fall down. It's not that they don't know where they're heading. It's that they don't have the courage to say yes to the right things and, more importantly, no to the wrong things. They don't have the courage to focus their time in certain places. They don't have the courage to move people into the right seats to make the business plan work. And they don't put the dollars in the right places. Now, what's interesting, when we dig into the data a little bit further, there are 3 things, and here's the model, 3 things that all great leaders do. 3 things, not 50, not 1,000, 3. They look at their problem through these 3 lenses: analyzing, allocating, and aligning. All 3 of these things are activities, actions, if you will, that you have to do. Have you made the big decisions you need to make? Now, this is where so many of us get caught up. We know what we need to do, but we don't make the tough decisions. Think about it for a moment. 50% of all hiring decisions are mistakes. The average cost of a mishire is about 15 times that person's base salary. That means that a single hiring mistake of a $100,000 employee will cost an organization about $1.5 million. Getting the who right. So we talked a little earlier about that most important decision. This is the one that Jim Collins says is the most important decision in business. They're not what decisions, but who decisions. As managers, we tend to always go to the what first. Is it a strategic issue? Is it a process issue? How do we attack this? What and how? What and how? And these are important things, but if you have the wrong who in the first place, it doesn't matter. My goal is to bring energy and enthusiasm into the room. I want to engage the audience. I want them to participate and feel like they're a part of the learning process so that when they go home, they will make the changes they need to become the leaders that they can become. Yeah, you look at the process. More people, yeah, we need more people in here. Maybe we should change the speed of the line. Maybe we get more lines. Maybe we put people on either side of the lines. These are all what? Answers to the problem. When in fact, what is the problem? It's a who problem. I think learning should be fun. Sally was a bozo. When you hire this person, who are you going to be? You're gonna be the bozo, because you're the next boss. I try to make it engaging. I want everybody enthusiastic about the process of learning. Quicker hire now, because when you start making mistakes, you move faster. And we repeat the mistakes. I believe we have the best research and database in the world on leaders and leadership. And this data uniquely qualifies us to come into your organization and to help your team become the best leaders they can possibly become, to help them learn how to set clear direction, to make critical decisions, and to align and motivate their team to take action and get results. And I believe that you as leaders have the opportunity to elevate our society, to make our world a better place, to make your organization hum, to create opportunity for the people on your team, to serve the customers that you serve. And all you need to do is pull that lever. Different people, maybe you need to restructure,